So let's pick back up. So the 10th. So today is the 10th of May, and we will be the first day with fair weather. It's not super shiny, but it's not raining. So far within the first 4 hours or so of sunlight, we produced 10 kilowatts of power, which I'm thinking is pretty good, just because how the weather looks right now. So from a day-to-day aspect, me and my wife realized we'll use about 30 kilowatts a day. And the system is projected can produce on average anywhere from 40, the mid 40s to 60 something kilowatts a day. So that's pretty much what we need to be able to sell back to the grid, stay efficient without using the grid power, and take advantage of the system in full. But I'm gonna show you the panels outside so you can kind of see what we're talking about and how the weather look right now, and the reason why we produce 10 kilowatts so far today. So that's what the sky look like. It's not really sunny, but it's not raining. So this is the panels on the main side of the house. There's 23 panels here, and on the back side of the house is another 7. It's another 7 on the back side of the house. And we are in Alabama, Mobile, Alabama, to be exact, which is a port city. So kind of give you a point of view of somebody's having it in a port city, because we don't see too many people with solar at this moment. This right here is the hookup for the solar, which they have to come back and add us a battery, probably within a week, maybe. They get us a battery. So they're gonna have to redo this, but they did install the basic unit. From my point of view, I think it's awesome. Not just the fact because this is not new technology, but technology that's gonna produce my own energy, but be able to enjoy looking at my power bill produce, not my power bill, but my power plant produce energy that I'm going to sell back to the power grid automatically. Of course, it takes some lifestyle adapting. We got kids, they like to leave everything on, even though my wife still to this day, she doesn't play that, but you know how kids are. So at the end of the day, just to get you to understand, it is worth it. Most people, it depends on, I hear the pros and cons with solar, but reality, it depends on what company you choose, what financing you choose, and the warranty. The warranty that I have is 25-year warranty, bumper to bumper. Basically, that means they cover anything that has to do with the system. The battery has a warranty. Everything has a warranty. Customer service with the salesman and the people been good. You have an app with your system that's powered by Duracell. It's a Duracell home solar app that is very good. It tells you your plant production, how much money you're sending back to the grid per day. Give you a lot of parameters to play with and look at. But the main question is a lot of people have, especially where I'm from. It's surprising that I get these people that think that you can't have solar in Alabama, and it is very worth it. I have a 1,700-ish square foot house, and it's the system is set up is perfectly fine. Also, a lot of it got to do with solar is your roof angles, which is very, very important, and basically how your roof is made. Um, it's very beneficial to you. My roof is kind of ideal. It works out pretty good. But like I say, I kind of want to do these often to get people the stigmatism with solar upon regular day-to-day people, not no YouTube people or people that's promoting it that has 10,000 square foot houses, or you know make a living on doing YouTube, which is nothing wrong with it. But this is an average everyday. I work at the aircraft aerospace industry. My wife is a business rep for a big company. We everyday people that just happen to want solar in the state of Alabama in the port city. So you're gonna get regular videos that me just trying to show you, okay, this is what we did so far this month or this week. This is what happens when it rains or we get a storm, or how does it happen after, how does the system act after the hurricane? How do it fare? That's the kind of stuff I want to give you. I hate watching videos where people go around the world on subjects. I'm like to be frank, and the frank part about it is our system at 13.2K system with 30 panels, inverters, and a battery costs about $60,000. Payments is about roughly $200 a month. Which, if you look at my power bill, I don't literally we paid $400+ or $400 a month last year in power alone. Key thing you have to realize with this system is you own this power plant. Reality is you're paying for power from your power company, which is nothing wrong with it because it's not for everybody, depending on your situation. But it's worth it if you understand the science and the math and the technology. It's not brand new technology, right? But it is very something we should already had in place, or on US wide. So in Alabama, I don't see it a lot, but I do see it when we go like Florida, places like that. You see it a lot. You see solar all over the place. If you pay attention, a lot of commercial buildings, a lot of places that you shop is going solar. You just don't know it. I mean, you're not on the roof, but they are solar. Walmart's in particular, if I'm not mistaken, it's a lot of commercial spaces that is actually going solar. And right now it's the best time, in my opinion, just my opinion, based on the tariffs and the tax credits. It is a good deal for us to just go ahead and do it now. Get the advantages of the tax credit, and being able to enjoy producing your own power. As far as the upkeep, I think the main upkeep so far is just making sure your panels are clean, making sure they don't get caked up where they start losing a lot of production. Other than that, my opinion is always that it's good. Solar is good. It's good. Now, like I tell you, it ain't for everybody. I won't say solar is like this telltale all for everybody. It just depends on your living condition. It depends on, do you rent or do you own, which is a big part. You can't necessarily put solar on a house you rent unless the owner actually does the system, right? So that's the biggest thing. And it add property value to your house without you paying extra taxes. You can get tax exempt in the state of Alabama for solar, which means property tax exempt. So which means if you add the investment of the $60,000 in house, your house taxes doesn't go up because you put an improvement on. Now, in the normal circumstances, you would have to do that, but not with solar. So what's ultimately, you add value to your home. You sell your house and it's had solar, you can literally get way more for it than you should have because you have solar. So my opinion is like, just check and see your position and what you can do and what you can't do. But for me and mine, I think it was just a perfect situation. I've been wanting to do it, was finally able to do it, and it's worth it. So This is like the third day with solar. I'm gonna be giving y'all regular updates about what's going on and all that type of stuff. Cause it is a process. Cause they come out the first and they install, and I'm kind of mushing it together, but they install, and then they have to have the inspectors come in and check the system, make sure it's all correct, and they actually turn the solar off until the inspection. So let it runs a few days, and then the electrician come back and he turns the system off and let the inspector do his job. The inspector clears it. When they clear it, they cut it back on. Then you get a special meter that's gonna do such and such and such. It's just a lot. Then once all that's done, it is the project is complete. So it's steps. So we probably like 2/3 of the way in. Also, we still got to get our battery installed. But needless to say, it's worth it. Worth every step. So just to give you an idea what this is all about. If you have any questions or you want to know who I used, that's he lives in Texas. But if you need anything, any questions, just let me know. He's really really good. Thank you. You have a good day. Be blessed.